Snow College has presented our pregame show. Our halftime show coming up, presented by Southern Utah University, and Sunrise Engineering will present our post-game show. Well, the Bulldogs tonight, Mason Powell, Tyson Mosman, Hatch tonight, Jacob Hatch, draw starting nod. Has Mogul.
Means Gunnison's going to go a little smaller, use a little more quicker lineup.
A little more defensive tenacity probably, and Drake Reynolds tonight in the starting lineup for the Gunnison Bulldogs. Parowan Rams, they are kind of a senior-junior mixture. They've got Jake Topham, a little short playmaking guard, quick one. That's a key for them. 6'5" senior Caleb Murphy starts for them as well. Jake Smith, who seems to be okay. He kind of tweaked a leg yesterday, but seems to be fine for a while there. I thought he was really in bad shape, but even got back in that game yesterday. Smith is a 6'1" junior out on that guard line. And Colton Barton, a senior at 5'11". And the final starter for them is Justice Walker, a junior, number 33. What I've seen of Walker in a couple of games, he sure likes to get some of those weak side rebounds.
Oh, yeah, he's a real good weak side rebounder. Gunnison going to have to put a body on him because he can jump high too. So pretty evenly matched teams. It'll be interesting to see, like I say, the passion that which team has the most passion and executes and gets after it the most for 4 quarters.
See what defensive setup they go with here once they get underway here. We're just about ready to tip it off. Again, they already played once earlier this season. Bulldogs will be in a darker uniform, the gray, and Parowan as the home team here on the scoreboard. If you're watching this on streaming or TV somehow, thanks for joining us here on KUSVC 100.5 FM. Find out about our whole family of stations at midutahradio.com. That's midutahradio.com. Whole pack of stations there. A lot of games being broadcast, including some Snow College tonight. Tip down to Parowan. They'll be at the basket to our left. They'll set offensively and get it in the angle. Topham, far side. Barton faces it down finally in the corner. Angle, now in the angle left, and Topham will come outside to Smith. Smith, side angle, Justice, fades away. Justice Walker for 2. Parowan to open up the scoring.
Well, caught it in the short corner and then just used the glass. It was a contested shot. Tyson Movement was right there, but Walker kissed it off the glass.
Far angle and stepping out of bounds. Drake Reynolds on that far sideline. So a turnover on the Bulldogs. And nearly go here. 2-0 Parowan with the lead. Coming up, Gunnison Market Offensive Player of the Game. We'll award that on our post game tonight of this broadcast.
Gunnison in a 1-3-1 zone defense.
Flash into the free throw line. Shot up there and good. Swisher. Jake Topham for 2 for Parowan. Made a nice cut. And that pass went to the wing. Cut from a wing. Filled the spot at the free throw line. Mogul being chased in the man-on-man defense here from Parowan. Reynolds in the far angle. Back to the left hand. Looks for a back cutter. Nothing there. Mason Powell at the top. Defended by Murphy. And just a little long, and the rebound chased down in the corner by the Parowan Rams. Smith left to Topham from the baseline. Tries up under and gets away from him. And turnover. Got caught up in the air with nowhere to go.
Yeah, and I think he thought he had a teammate closing from the weak side, but and then we got Drake Reynolds.
With the bum leg.
Been struggling with that knee for quite a bit of the season. That's certainly not a good sign for the Bulldogs.
Hill checks in for him. And they will take him to the locker room.
Drake hurt that knee way back last year in a home game against Manti, and just struggled to get back. Tweaked it again against South Summit this year and missed several games, and so
another tweak.
Hate to see kids get hurt. That's just the last thing you want to see.
So Hill's in, Mosman at the guard line along with Mogul. High post to Hatch. They reach around. He dumps it out in the angle. Mosman cranks. No good. The rebound, Mogul backside. Now to Mason Powell. Powell thought about going inside to Hatch. Drive by Mason Powell.
Oh, wow.
Layup. Nice one to the hoop.
With authority. Mason Powell. He used his left hand, too. That was nice.
Extended layup. Walking call. Travel on Justice Walker. We go the other way. 4-2. Parowan early lead. Bulldogs have lost Drake Reynolds. Headed to the locker room with the bum leg. And
Justice Walker thought he had a had his luggage with him there as he was just kind of carried that like a piece of Samsonite.
Drew Hill, freshman, and working the guard line right now.
Really good experience for Drew, because Drew's going to have to be one of the main cogs next year.
Mogul comes to the left hand, comes down the alley with it, tries to loop the shot up. I think the foul's going to go on Topham. Yes.
Jake's first.
So he'll step to the free throw line to shoot 2. 5:55 remaining. First team foul. Free throw, Mogul, that's off.
Wow, Kaz is usually really good from the free throw.
That was off.
That one slipped.
Yes, it did. That was out of the strike zone.
Speaking of which, Kaz a fantastic baseball player as well. So as soon as this weekend's over,
on a little smaller ball.
Gunnison has Emory in Gunnison on Tuesday.
Oh my God!
Baseball.
Oh boy. Well, they'll get a one-day warm-up, each of those two teams, I guess.
Swapping leather here for
real quick. 4-3 on the scoreboard as he got the second one, and ball loose on the court, still being fought for, and a tie-up between Topham and Mogul.
That's the thing. Those are the little things that Jacob Hatch does. It doesn't maybe go into the scorers column, but that's Jacob Hatch's quick hands and defense there that got that deflection and created a 50-50 ball and alternating possession to Gunnison.
Well, can he run a 15-yard down and out? Of course, he preferred the post pattern, right?
Post or fade.
Out top. Oh, Mogul might have got away with a shuffle. Angle Mosman out top. Powell. Fighted by Murphy. Murphy rolls off a little rough screen. Mosman, three-point shot. Oh, that was partway down, came out. Fighting for the rebound. Mogul, his second one of the night, puts it up and drills it.
Kaz Mogul with the jumper. And just like that, the Bulldogs have a one-point lead.
At 5-minute mark. Crossover to Barton. Out top. Smith. Barton. Angle left. Smith in the corner. He'll crank, shoot. High arch. He's got it. Tickles the twines with that one.
That time the corner defender on the zone got screened and couldn't get out to Jake Smith, and who made it rain.
Powell, high right angle. Mogul with a cut through. Mosman at the top. Holds, separates. Goes now to Hatch. Working on him, and really foul is going to go. Oh, that'll be 2
Jake
on Topham.
Yep.
And you know what? I think Justice Walker actually committed a foul before that and didn't get called. And so then it's Topham gets caught with the hand in the cookie jar. And timeout on the court. 4:29 remaining first period. Parowan 7, Gunnison 5. Back in 30 seconds.
And we pride ourselves in giving the very best customer service.
Centracom has been there for me as I've needed their services.
We can just call and they're very friendly and helpful.
And when we have issues and concerns, they address them as friends.
It's really nice to be able to work with a local company that cares so much.
Just top-notch people, good community members.
Excellent customer service. Just been really happy.
Centracom, 110 years of service.
It's the Gunnison Valley Hospital.
7-5 on the scoreboard. Larry Maskell, Red Jackson, bringing you the Gunnison Bulldog coverage, presented by Gunnison Bank, Herman's Mill, and Freedom Ford. Earlier today, Gunnison Lady Bulldogs trying to get into the state championship. Bounced out of that opportunity. They'll play for 3rd and 4th tomorrow. And we'll bring you that ball game. We'll give you game assignments tomorrow, but I'm guessing those Gunnison girls probably will, with that South Sevier matchup, be on one of our FM scenarios for you, maybe 100.5 FM for that one. We've got a whistle away from play.
Illegal screen back on the weak side.
On
number 12, so on
Drew
Hill.
His first foul. First team foul on the Bulldogs. Ball to Parowan. And Topham stays in the ball game with his 2 fouls, unless they switch that up. Change their foul call on that last one. Topham's outside, comes near side to Smith with the guard set outside. Smith jams in just a little bit down to Murphy, but it's intercepted on the way. Topham in the paint. Dumps down low and shot up off the glass, and there's Justice Walker. He's always looking for the triple, and he got one there.
And it was contested there again. Tyson Usman contested as he rose up in the air, but Walker just, wow, they're going to travel.
Going to travel on Drew Hill, turnover on the Bulldogs. So across the way, Parowan, a little more pressure that they ratcheted up here defensively.
Justice Walker's kind of a sneaky jumper. He jumps and hangs in the air.
What he does kind of fills the hole wherever Murphy's not at. Here's another three-point shot, no good. Rebound, Mogul. So he gets a little spot that everybody's worried about Murphy, and then he sneaks kind of an open spot in the paint. Hatch on it, got it.
The runner,
and he'll go to the line and a chance to shoot three. And the foul on Justice Walker, I think. That is Justice Walker. He picks up the foul. Hatch pushed it. Carlisle will come into the game. Hill to check out. So we'll go a little bigger here now. Moves Holtzman back to the guard set.
Jacob Hatch running the floor.
Free throw, no spin, and rebound. Hatch giving it away.
Oh, almost.
Mr. Hustle.
Yep, hustle and energy.
9-7 and into bounds to Parowan at the 3:25 mark. Smith waiting for Powell to pick him up at midcourt. Little token pressure. Smith goes to Murphy. Murphy defended by Hatch. They double team on him. Trips a little bit. And finally we get a whistle.
Going to go on Mason Powell.
Well, Mason picked that one up.
His first.
First on him. Second team foul on Gunnison. 3:12 remaining first period. Inbounds Parowan. They're leading by 2 at 9-7. Coming up at halftime. Southern Utah University halftime show with a curriculum deliberately built to focus on your experience. To the high post to kick out right side. Drive, baseline, off balance. Going to get the foul call as Topham made the drive.
I think it's on Kaz. It'll be Kaz's first. That should send Topham to the free throw line for a couple.
3 minutes remaining. 3 team fouls each way. Free throws for Topham. Game presented in part by Gunnison Market. Gunnison Implement, Barney Trucking. Free throw, no good. For Parowan, first trip to the charity stripe. Bulldogs are 1 of 3 at that free throw line. And that one bounces off as well. And then off the leg of one of the Bulldogs, it'll be Parowan ball.
That time, Mogul, Mosman, and Powell all converged, and 6 sets of hands, and there's 6 hands.
One ball.
One ball, and
Yeah.
it just
Now, Murphy to Barton. Barton will set on the set. Inbound play. A long shot, no good. The rebound, Walker. And it will be to Gunnison. Last touch by Justice Walker. For Parowan. Hill to get back into the ball game. And it'll be Hatch to get a little break here at the 2:53 mark first period. Shuffle the lineup a little bit here for some rest. Nobody in foul trouble yet. Hill seeing some pressure in backcourt. They'll clear out, let him bring it up. Being chased by Smith. It's down into the corner to Carlisle. Carlisle dumps it outside and was almost stolen by Topham. Here's the guard out there. Move over and create a little passing lane because Topham likes to
need to be a little bit more, more movement off of the ball there. Help your post player out.
Hill, back cut. Mosman tries to go down low, tipped away by Parowan. Well, they had the initial surge right. Couldn't find the finishing touch, so inbounds for Gunnison. Their own end of the court with 2:33 remaining. Mosman is the trigger. Needs somebody to go to. Gets it outside to Powell, who comes way out top for it. And now comes to Mosman, who had to chase that down. Now into the hands of Hill, with Parowan really extending. And here's Murphy making a steal off an attempted pass to the high post. They'll cross over Barton. Barton backs away. Holton Barton in the paint. Now comes outside. They'll relay far side Smith. Smith works to the top. And the setup. Topham, far angle. Holds and waits. Cut through by Murphy. Can't get him the ball. Now they come to Walker at the top of the key. Outside to Barton. Backside to Murphy. A whistle, and they're going to
3 seconds.
Get him on the 3-second count. So it'll be a
That's
turnover.
why he has such good position.
Yep.
You can't just stay in there. You can enter, but then you have to leave unless you have the ball.
So 1:55 remaining in a very close first quarter of play. Drew Hill on a push dribble, fouled by Jake Smith. That'll be the 4th team foul on Parowan. Is that first on Smith?
Yes.
Okay. Not anybody with 2 fouls yet. Well, yeah,
Topham.
Topham, that's true. Topham does have the 2. Inbounds, Gunnison. Hill across midcourt. Mosman, they run the motion weave. Mogul down in the corner, into the paint. Carlisle extends, puts the shot up, rims off the basket. He's fouled.
It's a nice take by Joe Carlisle. He was strong, aggressive, made up his mind.
And make Murphy commit a foul.
Yep.
Taking at Murphy, take it at the big guy.
So, I'll tell you what, Joe Carlisle's blossomed. He's had a great senior year. You just love to see guys reach their full potential. Joey Carlisle's done that.
Got the free throw there. Well, how about Kaz Mogul in that development since a sophomore?
Oh, wow.
The guys that, sophomore was Drake Reynolds and Mason Powell got a lot of playing time, and then Mogul, a great TV player last year, and then rose to the occasion.
Taking care of their opportunities.
Tie game at 9 with 1:35 remaining.
Which means in life, they'll probably do the same.
Yep.
So.
Topham, deep corner to Murphy. Murphy makes a baseline drive.
Oh, man.
And Carlisle on the hand check.
That's Joe's first.
Hatch will come back in the ball game.
Tell you what, that kind of shows you that Caleb Murphy's got a pretty quick first step, as he can, for a big kid. He's not just 6'5", he's 6'5" and about, what, 220?
Yeah. Well, of course, I got that mentor relation. It reminds me in size of Griffin Ace when he played basketball. Outside to Barton. Far side, Smith. Back out top, Barton. Right side, and back out again. Angle left. Topham out to Barton, and Mogul's going to get a foul. Came through the offensive player trying to get to the ball.
Introduced himself to Mr. Barton.
He picked up his second foul.
Colton, my name's Kaz.
Okay. 1:05 remaining still in this first period. We're tied at 9. Mogul got to be careful. This next minute, don't pick up another foul. Barton off the screen. Likes to shoot threes. Misses that one. Rebound Powell.
Nice box out by Mason.
So Gunnison with an opportunity. Drew working up the right-hand side. Keeps going with it. Accelerates. Hold up in the corner. Needs some help. They're going to make the turnover pass. Needed to go to probably work till that baseline up open, and then Barton comes to the other end and lays it up for 2.
Smart play by Kaz. He doesn't challenge the shot. Doesn't want to pick up his third foul.
Mosman defended by Barton. They're athletic enough on 3 guards out there, Parowan. They can play that man-on-man. Hatch turns. Powell, long jumper, rims off, no good. Rebound with 21 seconds. Parowan leading by 2, and Smith with the ball. So it's Hatch out on Smith right now, setting the offense, and they run some rub-off screens. Smith, right-hand side, keeps going. Off-balance shot, and the rebound taken down. Mogul's got 2.5 seconds. Try to bounce that up, and that's the end of the first quarter. It's 11-9. Parowan with a 2-point lead after 1 period of play. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Centricom High-Speed Internet presents things you wish would happen faster. Your kids getting ready in the morning. The workday. And payday. At Centricom, we can't make payday come any faster, but when it does come, we can help you manage that money faster with high-speed internet service. We can't make the workday faster, but we can make it easier with blazing speeds for the office. And as for the shower? Yeah, good luck with that. Visit Centricom.com for more information. With Centricom, everything works better.
The Fairview Telephone Company was founded in 1903 to bring telephone service to small communities in central Utah when no one else would. That small phone company is now Centricom, and our vision hasn't changed. We want rural central Utah to have the very best options for high-speed internet, cable TV, and home phone. Why? Because we live here too. Centricom, your local telecommunications company.
Live play-by-play coverage of local high school sports.
KSBC. Start the second quarter. 11-9. Parowan with the 2-point lead over the Bulldogs. Basket to our left. Parowan will have the ball. Start the quarter. Gunnison going to our right here from the scorekeeper's side. MidUtahRadio.com. We've got a whole pack of stations there and find out about all our broadcasts and all the features and other programming elements that are available for you at MidUtahRadio.com throughout central and southern Utah. 1A basketball coming up next week. Barton, top side. Topham, Barton. for the Parowan ramp. Baseline drive. Barton clears through. Smith in, puts up a 12-foot jumper.
Oh, wow.
And hits.
I had a hand right in his face, but Jake Smith with a tough jumper.
Biggest lead of the game at 4 again. They've had that on 2 occasions. We've had one tie. Right side to Powell. And Mason works in a couple of steps with Murphy defending there. Now to Hatch. Hatch defended by Justice. Powell comes into the middle, hangs in the air, puts up the shot, bounces off the rim, and Murphy has the rebound. He's trying to take it at Murphy and get another foul there, but didn't happen. Smith comes down low to Murphy.
Nice
Out,
pick and roll.
and pick up no good, and the loose ball on the floor, taken out of the pack by Drew Hill.
Parowan executed that pick and roll really well, except he didn't hit the layup.
Mosman, Powell. Hart really pestering at the ball out there. And then timeout. Timeout by the Gunnison Bulldogs here at the 6:40 mark in the second quarter. It's 13-9 Parowan with the lead. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Stay in the game with the Emory Telcom Triple Play. Catch all the action with Emory Digital TV. Tons of sports channels, plus TiVo DVR to watch games on your schedule. Track your teams and check out video highlights with extreme internet speeds up to 40 megs. Plus, talk sports all you want with Emory Telcom phone with unlimited local calling. Get the winning combination. Call or click EmoryTelcom.com today for the Triple Play Bundle.
The Fairview Telephone Company was founded in 1903 to bring telephone service to small communities in central Utah when no one else would. That small phone company is now Centricom, and our vision hasn't changed. We want rural central Utah to have the very best options for high-speed internet, cable TV, and home phone. Why? Because we live here too. Centricom, your local telecommunications company.
You're listening to Utah's sports leader,
KSBC. 13-9 with 6:40 remaining in the second quarter. Parowan a 4-point lead. Gunnison with the ball. And Drake Reynolds probably out.
Yeah,
he went off and he didn't even come back to the bench, has he?
I see his dad down in the alleyway. That's I think Drake's knees probably been re-injured.
Mogul, long shot, three-pointer.
Kazinius for 3.
Way out there.
What a pretty stroke.
15-12. That three-point shot. Backside, tipped away by Mason Powell. Hatch gets the loose ball.
Fine Kaz.
Yeah.
Ride the hot hand.
Carlisle, right angle. Kaz cuts through. Draw him to the middle, then bring it to Kaz. There you do. Right side. Kaz makes the drive. Dumps it outside. Hatch off the back iron. Rebound trying to save it. Carlisle can't quite get to it. So it'll be to Parowan, the possession.
That was good. Pretty good series. It got dribble penetration and a kick for 3. Jacob had a good look at it, just didn't fall.
Second quarter action. Our halftime show will be presented by Southern Utah University. From a new freshman to a graduate student, an SUU education designed to help you experience some more education. We've got a whistle. What did they call that one on?
I called that on Mason Powell.
So that's his second foul. Inbounds for Parowan, 16 fouls for Gunnison and 5 for Parowan. Down low to Murphy. He kicks it to the backside. Shot off and no good, and the rebound foul going to go on Walker. Carlisle got in position and it was fouled by Walker.
And Tyson Mosman challenged that layup and made him kind of double pump it. And that threw the shot off.
What about Murphy giving it up, though? He probably would have been better off going straight up himself. I know there was a defender with him, but so much taller. And so he kicked that backside, and then his teammate missed the shot. Mogul defended by Tapa. Rub off left, Carlisle, or make that Mosman. Powell out top, in a step. Carlisle.
Need better spacing.
Mosman, yep, to Hatch. Hatch comes into the middle, hand check. Mosman, it's inside, there's nothing there. Down in the corner, Hatch. Hatch to Carlisle. Carlisle comes in, reverse, dump it back outside. Powell, three-point shot, going to be too long. Nobody in the backside well, except for Parowan, and Barton throws it over the top. inside. Walker pushes it up, and Walker's got 2 for the Parowan Rams. Kind of a Johnny on the spot at times, isn't he?
Yep,
Walker is.
Nice player.
And then a whistle and a foul on the far side. This will be on Barton. I have trouble reading the way he does numbers. Okay, it is 10.
Barton.
One of the times kind of has the lock 'em horns kind of a thing setting up there. So
puts Mogul at the free throw line with a 1-and-1.
Mogul at the 4:52 mark with his team down by 3. And charity shots coming up here. First one is no good. Front end of the 1-and-1. So rebound and working at Parowan. Barton might have shuffled to Smith in the angle. Smith in on a stop. Now down to Walker. Walker. They're going to call a foul on Smith. On
Mason Powell. It'll be his third. And I thought Mason had a clean block from behind because Walker didn't see him.
So for Walker, he's going to get 2 shots here at the 4:40 mark. Well, without Drake Reynolds, they're already a little short on the bench, and now with Powell getting his 3rd foul and 2 shots for Parowan Rams, Justice Walker, and that's going to be short. Game presented by Lazy D Pawn, Cache Valley Bank, and Briggs Yardley Levitt Insurance. Drew Hill will get checked in here into the ball game. And a second free throw by Walker is good. Came in 11-9, a 2-point lead for Parowan at the quarter break. They now lead by 4 at 16-12. Some pressure by Parowan. Get it to Hatch. Now back to Mosman. And Tyson reverses, goes left hand. Off on the screen, then accelerates, comes down the alley, goes to the hoop. Hesitation movement, and he went. And Hatch kind of set it with a little bump off outside there.
Little ball screen, then a little hesitation dribble, and Mosman got right to the rim.
Murphy trying to drive, loses the ball outside, picked up by Mogul. Boy, did he snag that one. That's a shortstop snag.
Wow.
Pulls up, jumper, air ball. And
forced that one.
Yep, he did. A little early in the set. In for Parowan coming is Brennan Rowley, a sophomore. Murphy to get a rest break at the 4:13 mark. 16-14 on the scoreboard. Parowan by 2 and with the ball. Jake Smith on the Walker cross. Larry Masco and Red Jackson with you for this Gunnison Bulldog coverage. Ball picked loose again, tipped loose and then picked up by Mogul. Mogul accelerating to the right-hand side to Hatch. Hatch in the well. Now to Mosman. Mosman shot off the back iron. And the rebound taken down by Toppa. He'll dump right side to Barton. Barton in the alley far side. Into the paint. Pull up at the free throw line. Smooth, a silk jumper.
He's got a really nice form shot there. Just keeps his elbow in. Nice release. Back to a 4-point Parowan lead.
18-14 for Parowan. Drew Hill is defended by Smith. Right side, Mogul peels loose, comes into the paint, up under, then rolled in, and the rebound for Parowan. They'll try to go the other way, and Barton throws it too high and throws it away. Walker saying he's got to come out. He says, I'm tired, I got to get out.
Pace is pretty stiff right now.
So Murphy comes back in, and that means that Rowley will stay on the floor. Rowley, a good-sized sophomore. He'll probably be the post presence for them next year. They've also got another post player that younger pack that might get some time. Back cut, nothing there. Now he'll go far side. Hill. Mogul, now back to Hill. Outside. Mogul hangs in the air. That one's short. A little bit of anxiety on perimeter shots right now.
Gunnison's outside shooting not real sharp right now.
Murphy loses the ball. Bad pass by Parowan, and Parowan's had some passing problems. They've turned the ball over 3 times. Mosman goes to the hoop, misses it, and then a rebound foul on the Bulldogs. Well, that bucket, that cylinder just not big enough right now for the Gunnison Bulldogs. 2:34 remaining here in the second quarter, our halftime show. Southern Utah University presenting that. Experience more learning, growing, maturing, hiking, dancing, and living at Southern Utah University in Cedar City. hosting the 3A tournament this weekend. Single elimination in that one, and you're done. Murphy free throw, good for Parowan.
Interesting, that's Caleb Murphy's first point of the game.
Comes at the 2:34 mark, second quarter. His second free throw short. The rebound, Carlisle. Good box off to bring that one in. 5-point lead, biggest of the game. Mogul, down low to Hatch, turns in, dumps it to Carlisle from the elbow.
Oh, that's nice ball movement.
Yep.
And usually you go high-low. That time it went low post to high post, and Carlisle with another jumper.
So 19-16. Barton in a step or two. Back cut. Travel when they traveled with it. Yep. Top him.
Didn't catch it clean.
Crumbled a little bit, and then that put the extra step in. And so that's a turnover with 2 minutes remaining. And apparently, oh, didn't Hatch have that scratch the other day? I guess they redid that scratch. So he's got a little bit of blood, or is that just from?
Get him wiped off here.
Yeah, some of it got on Jake Topham, so they want to make sure they get that cleaned off. So Nelson will come in the ball game here for Gunnison. Again, if you just joined us a little late, Drake Reynolds early on tweaked his knee, and so he's gone. And Tristan Adams, a senior, checks in for Parowan. Get him a few minutes of playing time here. But Gunnison's lineup change. Parowan felt they could do it as well at the 2-minute mark. Mogul picking up a loose ball. He drilled that off the bottom of his foot. He got, well, you might as well, hand, foot, whatever.
Multitasking.
Yeah. Hill in the angle. Steps through, now makes the pass to Mogul. Mogul get on past Adams, does, off the glass, no good. Rebound, tipped down, who touched it last? It'll be Gunnison ball. Mogul made a good decision because he was defended by somebody he knew he could beat to the hoop. And right back in is Topham into the game. With 1:39 remaining in the second quarter of play. Join us tomorrow for the Gunnison Lady Bulldogs and their matchup. They'll be playing for third and fourth. And the pass comes out to Mogul. To Hill. Long shot.
Oh!
Downtown.
With a gentle push and a mild arc, and the Cowhide Globe hits home.
And it's tied at 19. That's a Jake Hill-y thing, oh. It's the Jake Hill stuff. From the baseline, no good. The rebound tipped out. In the paint, Topham. It's like clean by Molson. Let's see where they make the call here. It's okay. It's on 33.
Drake Nelson's first.
Yeah, Nelson. Molson was clean on his block on that one.
That was my ode to Hot Rod Hundley right there.
What's that?
With the gentle push and the mild arc. Right? Gotta love Hot Rod.
I don't know.
Okay, I love Hot Rod.
He wasn't my style. I'm more of a, I'm Vince Scully.
Longevity has its place.
Yes, it does.
What is he, 80-something? He's still doing Dodgers games.
Yeah. Once in a while. Home games, I think he does or something. Second free throw, no good. 20-19. Got the first, missed the second. So Parowan with a 1-point lead. Gunnison with the ball. And 1:10 on the clock. Mosman in the angle. Wanted to go Hatch out high. He is defended right now by Rowley. Mosman. Out of Hill. Being challenged by Barton. Mosman drives in a couple of steps. Now to Hatch. Hatch to Mosman. 3-point shot. Going to be short. Barely nicks the rim. And rebound down to Parowan. So 3-point shooting has been pretty dismal this quarter for the Bulldogs. Barton gets it off to Rowley. Now back to Barton. 3-point shot. Bounces, comes off the rim. Murphy puts it back. And they're going to call a foul. I kind of think Murphy made some contact to establish position initially, but they didn't see that one.
Goes on Tyson Mosman, so that's his second.
Second on Mosman with 32 seconds remaining. And it's Murphy to the free throw line. That Gunnison girls game tomorrow will be at 1:20 on the game. 1 o'clock our pregame. Murphy has the free throw. And here comes Tanner Robinson, a junior, in. Smart substitution here for Parowan. Get Topham out so he doesn't get a third foul. He went through a lot of this first half with 2 fouls. Murphy to shoot the second free throw, and it's too long, and rebound tipped away by Parowan out of bounds, so it'll be in for the Bulldogs. 50% free throw shooting in this second quarter for Parowan. So nothing to really brag about there. They missed a couple of them in the first quarter.
Yep, so they're below the Mendoza line from the charity stripe.
Mogul near us, and with 20 seconds remaining, they'll be content to work for one final shot here. 21-19, Parowan with 2-point lead. High post set for Carlisle. Mogul comes off the net, goes to the glass. Foul outside. 1-and-1 coming up for Mogul.
Fouls on Tanner Robinson.
So he's just a sub off the bench. That won't be critical for them. And Mogul to shoot 1-and-1, the referee says. So he's got to earn this one. The front end of it. Nope. Rattles out. No good. For the Bulldogs, 0 for 2. Long pass up. Shot on the way from the angle. And no good by Justice Walker. That's the end of the first half of play. Parowan 21. Gunnison 19. Our Southern Utah University halftime show coming up when we rejoin you in 3 minutes.
And we pride ourselves in giving the very best customer service.
Centricom has been there for me as I've needed their services.
We can just call, and they're very friendly and helpful.
And when we have issues and concerns, they address them as friends.
It's really nice to be able to work with a local company that cares so much.
Just top-notch people, good community members.
Excellent customer service. Just been really happy.
Centricom, 110 years of service.
Vincent's Mill, 204 South, 100 East in Gunnison.
Visit the copy station at 558 South Main in Gunnison for a variety of services, including color copies, scrapbooking supplies, slides and photo prints, wire binding, 27-inch lamination, blueprint copies, vinyl lettering, booklet making, and they have Kodak picture makers, as well as Pebbles albums and page kits. Visit the copy station in Gunnison, open 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday, and 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Saturdays. And for sound advice on insurance, call Donaldson Insurance in Gunnison, an independent insurance agency, toll-free 800-978-2121. Serving the Gunnison Valley for over 100 years, the Gunnison Telephone Company has seen amazing changes in the telephone business over the past century, from the crane telephone of the past to convenient cordless phones, call waiting, call forwarding, and lightning-fast internet service. The Gunnison Telephone Company continues to serve the telephone and internet needs of the communities in the beautiful Gunnison Valley.
Lazy D Pond now offers water transfer printing for your guns, and they have hundreds of patterns to choose from. Water transfer printing is more durable than paint and decals, and is made to survive in harsh conditions. Bring your guns to Lazy D Pond and pick your pattern, from camo to skulls to just about anything. Lazy D Pond can also print ATVs, motorcycles, and side-by-sides. Water transfer printing now at Lazy D Pond, 420 South Main in Centerfield.
Your Ace Hardware store, Rasmussen's Ace Hardware in Gunnison, is there to help when you have a how-to-do-it question for those do-it-yourself projects around the house or office. Ace Hardware has the tools, parts, and equipment to do the job. And you get all of this with a friendly smile and a thank you for your business, and at a very competitive price. So if you're tired of shopping the big box stores where there's no service and rarely a friendly smile, try Ace and Rasmussen's Ace Hardware in Gunnison. As you know, Ace is the place.
If you want to compete in life, you must be prepared. The best way to gain a competitive advantage is to arm yourself with a great education, one that gives you power through knowledge. Learn how to beat your opponents in life with a great experience at Southern Utah University. At SUU, you will be challenged, pushed, coached, and encouraged to earn a valuable education that will serve you the rest of your life. Find out how to experience more at suu.edu.
Your home for high school sports.
KSVC. 21-19 in our halftime show. We've got Parowan leading Gunnison Bulldogs, and this is a presentation of Southern Utah University. First off, a look at our game summary. Parowan got the early lead at 4-0. We were tied at 9. And at the end of the first period, Parowan up by 2 at 11-9. They got by a lead of much as 5 at 19-14. And then on a 5-point run, the Bulldogs tied it up 19-19. Parowan 2 free throws, 2 out of 4 free throws. And the close to have the 2-point lead at 21-19. Both teams with 10 points in the second quarter. Been pretty even Steven throughout this one, first half of play. Halftime show presented by Southern Utah University. And on our postgame, we'll be naming a Gunnison Market Player of the Game for the Gunnison Bulldogs. Enjoy the delicious Chester Fried Chicken, where you can get a 10-piece meal deal at Gunnison Market, 520 South Main in Gunnison. A free deli lunch special will go to our Player of the Game. We'll take a 3-minute timeout here on our Southern Utah University halftime show. 3-minute break and back with a look at statistics.
Did you know that deposits made at Gunnison Valley Bank stay right here in the community? Your money stays to help local citizens and community improvement projects. When you bank locally with Gunnison Valley Bank, you are not only getting friendly hometown service and the best interest rate, you're also helping to improve your community. Gunnison Valley Bank, serving all your financial needs since 1909. FDIC insured.
Gunnison Market, your hometown grocer in Gunnison, appreciate your business and invite you in to discover for yourself why people drive all over just to shop at Gunnison Market. You'll find outstanding savings in every department: meat, produce, bakery, deli, video, fabric, and floral departments. And stop by for the deli's delicious Chester Fried Chicken for lunch or dinner and Terrell's Country Bakery frozen scone dough. Remember, for good old-fashioned friendly service, it's well worth the drive to Gunnison Market, 520 South Main Street in Gunnison. Can-Am ATVs and side-by-side vehicles are built with the same DNA. Industry-leading performance, precision-engineered handling, and rider-focused design. It's the Ready to Ride sales event. For a limited time, save up to $1,000 on your Can-Am off-road vehicle and get 3 years extended warranty. Get ready to ride with a new Can-Am off-road vehicle at Gunnison Implement in Gunnison. Can-Am, the ride says it all. Offer ends April 30th, 2014. Basketball season is officially upon us. And once again, the Gunnison Valley Bulldogs are heating up the court. And this year, Gunnison Valley Hospital is pleased to bring the game straight to your radio. Gunnison Valley Hospital has been serving the local community for more than 75 years. Whether you need a routine checkup or are seeking a specialist, Gunnison Valley Hospital can get you the care you deserve right here in Gunnison. Cutting-edge technology, hometown convenience. That's the Gunnison Valley Hospital.
How many internet-connected devices are in your home? Computers, smartphones, tablets, iPods, even your game consoles like Xbox and more share the internet and make it seem slow. Centricom high-speed internet with speeds up to 50 megs will help your devices work faster. Call Centricom now to get the speed you need for all your devices at 1-800-427-8449 or visit Centricom.com for more information.
Why do you so vividly remember every detail of vacations? How about your first time driving without a parent, a great birthday party, or that first date with someone special? Why? Because you had great experiences that are now great memories. A college education should deliver that same experience, creating opportunities that will change your life. With small, personalized classes, Southern Utah University gives you more than you could ever expect from larger institutions. Choose SUU and experience more education.
Complete coverage of local high school sports on
KSBC. Our halftime show presented by Southern Utah University. We'll see if we can get Rhett to quit doing the penguin dance and give us a look at our Southern Utah University halftime statistics.
Shout out to the G-Jets first.
Yes.
They're doing awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Parowan, Jacob Smith, 5. Jake Topham, 3. Colton Barton, 4. Caleb Murphy, 2. Justice Walker leading the way for the Rams with 7. Parowan shot 9 free throws, only made 4 of them. For the Gunnison Bulldogs, Jacob Hatch, 2. Kaz Mogul, 6. Mason Powell, 2. Drew Hill, 3. Tyson Mosman, 2. Joey Carlisle, 4. And the Bulldogs, not very good from the free throw line either. They shot 7, only made 3. So neither team's shooting the ball tremendously right now. It's almost like their legs are a little tired or something. But a lot of the shots are ending short. So let's see how it comes and plays out. We knew it was going to be tight, and sure enough, for the first half, it definitely was.
21-19, our halftime score. Parowan leading the Gunnison Bulldogs. Winner of this one will advance tomorrow to play for third and fourth for that consolation title. And that will be a matchup on the schedule for tomorrow in the boys bracketing at 11:40 for fifth place for consolation championship. Third and fourth will be a matchup between either South Sevier and Wasatch Academy or South Summit and Enterprise. Well, anyway, I think I can figure out one side of that bracket unless there's a major upset tonight in that one. But Enterprise South Summit could be a dandy coming up here. That'll be right after this game in the semifinal.
Yeah, South Summit, I think, is a complete team. I have not seen Enterprise play yet this year, so but South Summit has a little bit of everything, and they do a lot of different things very well. And of course, it's always nice when you've got a 6'5" post player that can it can utilize so many parts of his game like boat ride out. So that'll be interesting semifinal, and of course, Wasatch Academy and South Sevier. I don't think there's really any love lost there. Be interesting to see just how that game plays out.
Well, we're just about ready to get into the second half of play. Coming up on our post game, we'll name a Gunnison Bulldog player of the ball game.
I was just looking to see if Drake came out to warm up, and he did not. So
no.
A little bird told me they have a big ice bag on his knee, so Gunnison's going to have to go without Drake the rest of the way, and we just hope that Drake's knee is nothing serious, and Drake will be a main component in Gunnison's baseball program too this spring.
Our player of the game is going to get a free deli lunch special as we pick up play here in the second half. Gunnison, dark uniform. Parowan, home team in the light-colored uniform. Starting lineup, same for Parowan. As they started the ball game, Gunnison without Drake Reynolds will open up then with, looks like Carlisle will start. It's senior pack will take the floor for the Gunnison Bulldogs.
Gunnison's ball to start the third period. This possession could tie the game right up if they execute well, make a shot.
Hill will start, not Carlisle. So they'll have the guard lineup. Mosman, Hill, Mogul. Mogul's played a little more in the wing and front line when Nelson or Reynolds went out. To the high post to Powell, turned around. Ball grabbed, jump ball, alternating possession will give it to Parowan.
Mason, when he's in the high post, Mason needs to chin that, put that right along the Gunnison label. And Caleb Murphy got down and kind of tied it up.
So Parowan to come up against a man-on-man defense of the Gunnison Bulldogs. Far side to Topham. Everybody got through the first half without a third foul. Murphy down low, tries to spin. And they're going to get him for a hook and a foul.
An elbow or a hook, yeah. Caleb Murphy going to get called as an offensive foul. His second.
Picks up his second.
You see that in the pros. It's a little subtle move. You just kind of bring the old chicken wing and just kind of use the wrap around and try to spin on the defender.
All in one motion. It's not like he hesitated to do it. So judgment call for the referee. Blew the whistle on it. Hill works up to Mosman. Basket to our left for Gunnison. Hatch. Mogul in the corner. He is defended by Topham. At times, Mogul had a mismatch in that first half, but they got Topham defending on him, and his whole assignment is with Mogul. Look at him. I mean, I don't know if he'd even drop down, and they're going to make it pay because here comes Mosman, and he goes to the rack. They were so concerned about Mogul that Topham didn't drop down to help at all.
Mosman all the way to the rim. No help side defense from Parowan.
So we're tied at 21. They might have got away with a walk, but turned around as Barton. And he gets two.
Barton with a kind of a pirouette jump shot.
Some pressure by Parowan, and Hill picked up by Smith. Drew pushes to the angle. I'd set up just like he did the last time, and if Mosman can get loose in that angle, let him take the drive. If they're going to be so concerned about Mogul can just play a lot of decoy here and open some things up for some of his teammates. He comes outside to get the ball now, and they'll set up a 1-4 set and break it down. Now the low set on the two posts. Mogul to free throw line. Comes now to Hill. Hill, perimeter dribble. Comes down in the alley. He'll push it up. Off back iron. Rebound. Hatch. Puts back. Goes.
Jacob Hatch crashing the offensive glass. Not once, but twice. And we're tied at 23. And a traveling violation.
Traveling at the other end. On Barton, we were tied twice first half. And tied twice already. And into the game is Justice Walker. Smith will come out.
Kind of interesting. Billy Crosby calls Colton Barton for a travel. Colton Barton's dad's from Orderville, so it's Billy Crosby. So Colton's dad gave him the business on that call.
Hatch goes to the glass and is fouled by Justice Walker.
If that's on Justice, that's going to put him at second.
That'll be 2 shots for Hatch.
Jacob Hatch just doing the things it takes to win basketball games right now. That will also include free throws. Jacob struggled with from there so far yesterday and today.
Lineup change. This will mean Walker will come out. Brennan Rowley will be in. 2 lead changes, 2 ties first half. A couple of ties here. Another change for Gunnison. This will be Mosman for a break. Carlisle in, Hatch at the free throw line. Just inside the 6-minute mark, third period. And that one's no good. We stay at 23. And Parowan with Martin to work up. Adams, Christian Adams is in for Parowan. Went to the bench a bit early on, Parowan, because of the 1 foul, but kind of surprised the other ones they went to. High post, Hill going to get a reach-in foul as he snagged on Rowley.
Drew second.
So across the way, inbounds for Parowan.
Gunnison jumped to a 1-3-1, trying to trap that Parowan possession.
And I can see why. We know with Smith out, they figured it was an opportunity, a time to maybe do that.
Now they're back man-to-man.
Barton keeps going, running through, tries to put it up, lost it off, and out of bounds. It kind of looked like it was going to.
Like it was his dump it off or something?
Yeah, I think he kind of made an indecision there. And then things didn't work out for him. Again, he got in the air. Hill comes out. Mosman in for the Bulldogs. Possession here for Gunnison. Gets it now to Mogul. He is defended by Topham. Pushing up the floor. Comes to the left hand. Topham defending outside. Mosman a 3-pointer.
Good ball movement. And I believe Gunnison has their first lead of the ball game.
They had it briefly at 5-4.
Oh, did they? Okay.
Just real brief. Didn't last long. Down low block. Murphy turns around. Outside foul. See where they call. They're going to go on.
Joe Carlisle. His second.
No, they called that on Mogul.
Oh.
I think he called it on Mogul on the front side for reaching in. 26-23, Gunnison a 3-point lead here at the 5:15 mark.
Kaz's third foul, so
he's got 3 inbounds. Parowan in the corner, Topham back down low block. Smith out top, and it'll come right side. Barton in the paint, tries to go up and under.
Jacob Hatch, the little push there on the drive by Colton Barton. Jacob's first.
5:07 in the quarter, inbounds Parowan.
It was on the drive, so no, just a common foul, no shots.
Third team foul. Thank you for joining us here on Mid-Utah Radio, our family of stations. A lot of basketball coverage. And join us next week for some 1A. Drive down the hoop, blocking foul as Murphy went from high to low.
Jacob
Hatch, to the line.
Second.
So Murphy to get some free throws here for the Parowan Rams. 26-23, Gunnison a lead. Not much scoring yet this quarter. For Parowan, they've got a couple of points. They brought in a 2-point lead. But Murphy will see if he can take care of that, and he does with the free throw. Veteran player for this Parowan Ram team. Goes for his second one. Coming up on our post-game show, it's presented by Sunrise Engineering. 26-25, Gunnison by a point, and with the possession. Wolfman drills past, comes into the angle, now to Mogul. With Topham defending off Matt. A little switch off, Mogul gets it to Powell. Mason out top, Mosman. Mosman backs away. Hatch comes to a high post. Mogul in the angle. Hatch trying to cut through, does now to the high post. Now outside, Mosman, 3-point shot. That comes off the iron. And rebound, Topham. Topham's going to push. Pulls it up now to Smith. Smith into the middle, dumps down in the corner. Now to bring it outside to Barton. Barton set, shoot. That's going to be off the back iron. And Murphy kept it alive by tipping it outside to his teammate. And then ball loose on the court. Parowan Inbounds across the way.
Ball trickled out of bounds, but they said it was last touched by Gunnison. So Gunnison have to D up one more time, clinging for a 1-point lead here.
Midpoint of the third period of play. Right side to Barton. Barton, still perimeter. Topham, top. Barton near side. Off the screen out top by Rowley. Barton down into the corner. Out top, ball tipped loose. Mogul had to be careful. Didn't want to go very aggressively on that. So Parowan maintains control. Smith, angle, backside to Murphy. Puts it at, and he got it in. There's strength for you, isn't it? Put up a pump fake, got fouled, and still got it up for 2.
And let's be honest, Jacob Hatch drilled him. I thought, hey, that's a good foul. Stop the. And Jacob Hatch really drilled him good. But Caleb Murphy, he's big, strong young man, got it up on the glass and made it. So that'll be Jacob Hatch's third. Parowan now has the lead.
Yeah, Murphy gets that one. 28-26 is Parowan period. Mosman into Hill, who just checked in for the Bulldogs. Defended by Colton Barton. Hill. And we've got a foul on Barton. Reaching out with the arm.
Colton Barton second.
Inbounds, Gunnison near side.
Little hand check there on Drew Hill.
Mosman to trigger. Hatch can't clear. Now to Hill. Hill in the corner. Needs to clear, gets it out to Mosman. Hatch comes out to set a screen out top. They double off that, and then Mosman reverses and loses the ball on the court. And Parowan gets the steal. Near side to Smith. Smith to Barton. Barton off the screen on the roll. Hatch gets the tip off. It goes out of bounds. We're back in for Parowan.
Lots of hustle there by Jacob Hatch.
Yes, there was.
I think you don't have to worry about Jacob. He's going to bring it.
Inbound. They come to the high post to Rowley. Rowley out in the near angle to Topham. Topham reverses, comes right hand. Goes in with power, no good. Rebound Murphy and kicked way up into the stands, and it'll be...
That about took out the Ram mascot.
Over there.
Took one off his antler, or horn, or whatever you call it. Do sheep have horns or antlers? I think it's horns.
They're horns, my friend. They're horns.
Antlers. Sorry, folks. Now you know why I teach social studies and not biology.
I'm worried about you on the deer hunt, especially if I'm a ram.
Oh, God.
Foul at the top.
I think you're going to file that one away and use it on me later.
I bet Tiffany will. Where you at, Tiff? Right side, Powell hacking in. Trying to get Powell up in the air. Murphy up in the air. Can't do it. Outside Hatch. Now off the Hill. Two works right, left. Comes off the screen. On the high post. Turned around. Powell.
Hey, Mason Powell.
Two-pointer.
Long two-pointer. Drained from Mason.
So say
ties it up.
Tied up. 28. And weave left, right. Walking call on Barton. A turnover on Parowan. So 2:25 remaining, third period. Inbounds. Mosman got to have somebody come help. Mogul does. How about Topham? He's had to do a pretty heavy assignment on Mogul and played a long time with two fouls. Mogul driving the right-hand side. Gets the loose ball. Now to Hill. The way they're chasing with two guys, somebody's going to be open somewhere, Kaz. Find him. Mosman at the top, peel off to Hill. Hill comes off the screen out high. Now reverses again to the left hand. Tries to put up the shot. Blocked out by Murphy. Inbounds for the Gunnison Bulldogs. Well, and when Drew goes down low, somebody needs to flash out corner.
Yeah.
And then he's got somebody to kick it out to. Mosman to toss in. Had a chance to go to Mogul earlier, then get him in the corner. Now to Hatch. Hatch to Drew Hill. Drew again off that rub off. Now to Mosman. That had a chance to go to Hatch, so go to Powell out top. Defended by Murphy. Now out to Hill. Drew shows the ball and then backs away. Comes down low to Hatch. Hatch out angle. Jump shot on the way, Mason Powell. No good. Hatch working hard trying to get the rebound. It'll be Parowan ball though. But tell you what, he worked his heart out. Jacob Hatch trying to get that ball.
A lot of good ball movement. They got a pretty good look out of Mason. Almost an offensive rebound. Good possession. Not every possession that's a good possession ends in points.
We're tied at 28 and a minute and a half remaining third period.
Tell you what, you keep executing like that and you're going to put some points on in the fourth period.
Parowan takes a timeout with a minute 25 remaining. We'll do likewise. We'll be back here in 30 seconds.
Centricom High-Speed Internet presents things you wish would happen faster. Your kids getting ready in the morning. The workday. And payday. At Centricom, we can't make payday come any faster, but when it does come, we can help you manage that money faster with high-speed internet service. We can't make the workday faster, but we can make it easier with blazing speeds for the office. And as for the shower, yeah, good luck with that. Visit Centricom.com for more information. With Centricom, everything works better.
High school sports.
KSBC. Tied at 28 with a minute 25 remaining in this third period. It's Parowan and Gunnison in this battle to try to keep alive and play for a consolation championship. So Bulldogs without Drake Reynolds went out early in the ball game with the bad knee. So they've had to be a little shorthanded working since. Into Jake Smith. As Parowan sets the basket to our right in light-colored uniform. Drive by Walker. Balance shot, no good. The rebound taken down by Mosman. Mosman going to push on the dribble. Now gets it to Powell. Powell across midcourt. Lead pass to Mogul. Got it by Murphy. Mogul in the paint. Out to Mosman. Mosman head fake. Now to Mogul. Comes down to the baseline. Shot on the way. Kaz Mogul. Short. No good. And rebound tipped away by Parowan. Will be Gunnison ball.
Another good series with a lot of ball movement. And ends with an open shot.
They didn't want Mogul getting that. But see, right now they're giving a little rest break to Topham because they've been playing a lot of chase. And down low to Hatch. Hatch kick it out now. Mosman. He's defended by Smith. He'll clear to the top now. Now down in the corner, Hatch. Back to Mosman. Defending out there is Tristan Adams. The Mogul in the angle. In a step. Puts up the shot. That rims off the front lip of the basket. Rebound Barton working one-on-one. And he clears out right-hand side. He'll dump it out top. And comes down to Smith. Smith to set the offense with 27 seconds remaining. We're tied at 28. Hatch will defend on Murphy. Murphy's going to set a rub off screen. And 15 seconds remaining. Outside, Adams. Chipped away. Picked up by Powell. Gets it to Hatch. 8 seconds remaining. Mogul, right-hand side, goes up, under, off the glass, no good. Mogul again, put that up with the left. Got it, hook. Wow. Hook, good for two.
Improvisation.
He'll go to the line.
Adapt and overcome. Great job by Kaz Mogul.
Knew he had a one-on-one, but how about the thing that made this? Parowan had the ball in the hands of Adams. Recognition by Gunnison. But that's the one to try to attack, put pressure on. They tip the ball away, and it results in points at the other end for the Bulldogs. Free throw, no good. And rebound Murphy, and that's blocked by Powell. So it's 30 to 28. Gunnison with a 2-point lead at the end of 3 periods of play. Back with the fourth quarter in 1 minute.
The Fairview Telephone Company was founded in 1903 to bring telephone service to small communities in central Utah when no one else would. That small phone company is now Centricom, and our vision hasn't changed. We want rural central Utah to have the very best options for high-speed internet, cable TV, and home phone. Why? Because we live here too. Centricom, your local telecommunications company.
Stay in the game with the Emory Telcom Triple Play. Catch all the action with Emory Digital TV. Tons of sports channels, plus TiVo DVR to watch games on your schedule. Track your teams and check out video highlights with extreme internet speeds up to 40 megs. Plus, talk sports all you want with Emory Telcom phone with unlimited local calling. Get the winning combination. Call or click EmoryTelcom.com today for the Triple Play bundle.
Freedom-Ford.com. Freedom Ford has you covered.
Your source for high school sports.
KSBC. 30 to 28, we go into the fourth and final period. Coming up on our postgame, our Gunnison Market Player of the Game. We'll award that on the postgame. Gunnison Market is one of our sponsors, and Stopped by, picked up the deli, always offering the freshly sliced deli meats and side dishes. 520 South Main in Gunnison. So Gunnison outscoring Parowan in that period, 11-7. And they'll have the ball to start the fourth and final period. So Topham had a little break. He'll probably go all the way now in this quarter. Powell in the angle, defended by Rowley. Outside, shot up, rims off, no good. Rebound Carlisle, Payne in the paint, puts it up, and it rattles off.
Tough break for Joe.
Right up through Murphy, and Scott dropped it in. Shot on the way at the other end, and that's a 15-footer from the elbow by Smith.
Jake Smith just a pull-up right there at the junction.
So we're tied at 30. Far side to Powell, out top Mogul. Kaz looks for somebody to clear. They jump out on him on a double team, which means he blows by, and then the ball loose on the floor, and it's into the hands of Hatch. Hatch in the corner to Mogul. Mogul, a little head fake, comes into the paint, picks up the loose ball, and rubs it in for two. Momentarily lost it, but he maintains composure.
Nice baseline drive.
And we've got timeout taken by the Parowan Rams. 7-minute mark. 32-30, Gunnison the lead, back in 30 seconds.
The Fairview Telephone Company was founded in 1903 to bring telephone service to small communities in central Utah when no one else would. That small phone company is now Centricom, and our vision hasn't changed. We want rural central Utah to have the very best options for high-speed internet, cable TV, and home phone. Why? Because we live here too. Centricom, your local telecommunications company.
East in Gunnison. 32-30 the score, and 7 minutes remaining. Adams into the ball game. Oh, they're going to check him in. I don't know.
Coach Stubbs took that, Parowan's coach took that timeout just to challenge these kids. He thought Gunnison was out working his team.
Yep. That's all it was about.
Let him know about it, didn't he?
Yep. Strategic one there. Murphy outside to Barton. Barton trying to back in. Barton accelerating into the paint. Baseline shot, Rowley. But no good. Rebound Hatch. So the sophomore's the one that took the shot baseline.
Good box out by Jacob Hatch on the weak side.
They'll get Walker back in here for Parowan. They'll go with their stringless lineup. Try to go the rest of the way. Mogul off in the end. Up in. No good. Tip out on the rebound.
Go with Carlisle.
Gets it to the hands of Mosman. Mosman will challenge. He'll come up right-hand side. That rims off. And then a tie-up. Jump ball. Alternating possession is Parowan. Boy, has Hatch been
active.
Get active. Yeah, good word for it down there on that rebound in for the Bulldogs.
The Gunnison faithful thought that Mosman drew a lot of contact out of Caleb Murphy on that last drive, but no call.
Barton's got a little break, and they do get in Walker in place of Rowley. So Jake Smith will do a walk across, picked up by Powell. Try to set a screen outside, comes on baseline drive. Smith fouled.
Oh, man, I thought that was a charge all the way. I thought Mosman got there in plenty of time, but I guess not. That'll be his third, but that'll put Jake Smith at the free throw line for two.
Mosman gets the foul call. His third, 6:14 remaining in the game. 32-30, and at the free throw line is Jake Smith. Played a lot of sophomore last year, too. He's got a lot of minutes at the varsity level and hits the free throw. Post-game, we'll name our Gunnison Market Player of the Game. The Gunnison Bulldogs, that player will get a sandwich, chips, and drinks. Mid-Utah Radio, that's our group of stations. Murphy gets the offensive rebound. He's a tagger underneath, and he dropped it in for two. 33-32, Parowan takes the lead. Murphy offensive board. High post, Mogul in the paint. Jumps now to Carlisle, off the glass. That one rims off. And loose ball picked up by Parowan. Inside shots that the Bulldogs have not dropped in this quarter, and it's costing them right now. Smith, right angle. Defended by Powell. A little rub off screen. And they'll call Carlisle for a reach in. Got to just play it with the feet, not the hand. That will be 7th team foul. 1-on-1 now from here on. And at the free throw line is Jake Smith for the Parowan Rams. Post-game show, Sunrise Engineering, working to improve your community. And you can find out more at sunrise-eng.com. So Parowan out of the timeout, playing a little more spunk. 4-point run, and Smith can make it a 5-point run, which he does. They lead by 3 at 35-32. Now the coach barking at him from D. Get up some defense. Powell outside. Right side Carlisle. Out top Mogul. Long three. Hit. Out in
hit that
Disneyland.
one. I was going to say, over in Glenwood launched that one.
Tied at 35 after the long Mogul three.
Cass at 13 points now for the ball game.
Murphy outside. Hatch defending. Out to Smith. Two-man game right now. Smith in. Right, come inside. Off-balance shot, no good. Rebound Powell. Walker got a little bit off balance. Mosman surveying the floor. Across midcourt. Now to Mogul. They take a stab at it. Picked away. Mogul gathers it back. Drives in. Carlisle. He needed Carlisle to get down baseline.
Gotta come. Gotta come, Joe.
Gotta go to the spot where he had you set up for a layup.
Yep, that's what Cass is telling him. Come to me. Come to me, and I'll dump it off for a layup.
And so a turnover on Gunnison. Out of the game, Adams, and right back in is Barton. He didn't stay up for too long. And get that starting lineup back in there for the Parowan Rams. Tied at 35 and 4:50 remaining in this ball game.
Really like the versatility on defense of Mason Powell. He guards post players. He's out there guarding Jake Smith out at top. Very versatile defender.
Off the screen, top him.
Now look, they switch, and now he's guarding Caleb Murphy. Gotta love it about young men doing it all.
Barton drive baseline, backside, Walker, and he's got it off the glass for two. So set up from the guard penetration, 37-35, Parowan. Hatch into a lot of trap. Timeout by Gunnison. Van Hill taking a strategic one right here at 4:12, 37-35 in favor of Parowan. We'll be back here in 30 seconds.
And we pride ourselves in giving the very best customer service.
Centricom has been there for me as I've needed their services.
We can just call and they're very friendly and helpful.
And when we have issues and concerns, they address them as friends.
It's really nice to be able to work with a local company that cares so much.
Just top-notch people, good community members.
Excellent customer service. Just been really happy.
Centricom, 110 years of service.
Toll free 800-978-2121.
37-35, Parowan with the lead at 4:12 in this ball game. Biggest lead ever, 5 points. Tied 5 times. Lead changes. Actually, we've been tied 6 times. Lead changes have been 5 in this ball game. And Mogul with it. Now to Mosman. He's defended by Smith. Smith driving in now, top of the key. Mason Powell.
Right there at that high post. He just plays that position very naturally. Hits another 16-foot shot. Ties the game again.
37-37. Smith lost the ball. Has to pick it up, get it outside to Murphy. With Hatch defending there. Backside Walker. And then Walker has to do something with it. Dump it outside. Drive, off-balance shot. No good. Rebound. Loose on the floor. Walker. Smith. Smith in the corner. Rattles out. Rebound Carlisle.
Tough break for Parowan.
He had a good look. Get it off now to Mosman. 3:25 remaining. We're tied at 37. Hand off Mogul. Far side Hatch. Down low block Carlisle. Reach in foul on Murphy.
Murphy's 4.
Be the 5th on Parowan. 5 team fouls.
Well, you got to recognize that Murphy has 4, so you might want to send a play right at him.
Mosman to toss in. Powell. Relay around to Mogul. Powell comes out top. Can't open up on it, so they'll go perimeter dribble. Mosman. And whistle.
Grab the old jersey by Barton.
Well, that's a 15 foul.
Barton's 3rd.
3 on Barton, and inbounds for the Gunnison Bulldogs. We're tied at 37.
Not quite sure why he felt like he had to do that, but he about undressed Mason Powell.
So Mosman to toss in. Try to clear out to the corner. Now to Carlisle. Carlisle in a couple of steps, trying to go right at Murphy. Hook it off the glass, no good. Rebound, tipped away. It was last touched by Hatch.
Joey's made some good moves, and he's got it up on the glass. It just hasn't fallen. Tough luck there for Joe. But that's exactly what they need to do, because Murphy's got 4. Joey got what he wanted, just couldn't quite get it to go in.
So inside 3 minutes remaining. Parowan won the ball. Tie game. Murphy at a high post. Barton in the angle. He comes in, skips up, under, no good. And the rebound, Carlisle.
And tough break for Parowan. Yeah, they got a good look.
And we've got a whistle and a timeout by the Gunnison Bulldogs with 2:41 remaining. And we'll be back in 1 minute.
Hi, I'm Mika Hodges, your customer service representative, and I am your local advantage.
Mike Barker, plant maintenance and repair.
I'm Micah Iverson, Director of Broadcast Operations for ETV Channel 10.
We are your local advantage.
We are your local advantage.
We are your local advantage.
Emery Telecom, your neighbors serving you by providing convenient local customer service centers where you need them in Price, Orangeville, and Moab. Emery Telecom, your local advantage.
Centricom High-Speed Internet presents things you wish would happen faster. Your kids getting ready in the morning. The workday. And payday. At Centricom, we can't make payday come any faster, but when it does come, we can help you manage that money faster with high-speed internet service. We can't make the workday faster, but we can make it easier with blazing speeds for the office. And as for the shower, yeah, good luck with that. Visit Centricom.com for more information. With Centricom, everything
Live
works
high
better.
school sports action on
KSBC. 2:41 remains in this ball game. We're tied at 37, so a little bit off the normal scoring pace for these two teams. And it's been some fine basketball in this game.
Very competitive. It's basically what we thought it'd be, right down to the wire. It's going to come down to who executes and makes the most plays in the next 2.5 minutes.
How about ball security?
Oh, absolutely.
Critical.
Turnovers will definitely play a part.
There's another Barton grab of a uniform. They didn't get him that time. Kind of has an affinity for that gray uniform, doesn't he?
Likes the texture.
Yeah, I guess. Drew Hill at the top. Far side, Mosman. Off from the screen, Mosman down to Mason Powell. Doesn't force it. Works to the middle. Now outside to Drew Hill. And drill. Well, Hill picks that up. That was tipped away by Barton. Going to push it. Down in the corner. Mosman. Mosman now to Powell. Powell against Murphy. Takes it to him. Didn't get the left-hand extension on it. Rebound. Tie up. And Hatch getting in there to salvage the possession for Gunnison.
Jacob Hatch doing the little things.
Well, they had the right idea. I'd like to see Powell put another
jump stop.
Yeah, jump stop, kind of a jump stop on that, powered up with the left hand. Then you force Murphy into a tougher defensive situation. Outside, Hill. Mosman in the corner, defended by Smith. Drives, lays it up.
Nice, strong baseline drive by Mosman. And no help side defense from Parowan.
Well, that coming at the 2-minute mark. Baseline drive. And in trouble. Ball tipped out. Taken by, it'll be Gunnison ball. Drew Hill kind of got in the way. Smith tried to get to it. Couldn't salvage it. Parowan made a mistake there. They got a player caught down on the baseline. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball. So 1:50 remaining. Gunnison on top by 2. Mogul to Hill, and he miscommunicated and stolen by Parowan. In the paint, Smith. He'll try to dump down low, and the ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Parowan inbounds. So it's going to be another Parowan opportunity here.
They did not communicate well on that transition there, and it cost them a turnover.
And Murphy outside. Pursued by Hatch. Now he'll get it to Smith. Off the screen by Murphy. Bulldogs fight through the screen. Trying to get it to Murphy in the paint. Double team. Comes baseline. And then throws the ball into the traffic. We've got a whistle. 1-1 coming up for Parowan. That is on Mosman.
Be a 1-1 situation. So Topham is 1 of 3. So Gunnison, you've got to box out, especially Jacob Hatch on Caleb Murphy.
Free throw. First one good. For the Parowan Rams. Under 1:25 remaining. Well, we've got the battle in the palace right now. Second free throw, no good. Rebound Hatch. Well, at least we're in a 1-point separation now. 39-38. Mosman off in the weave, gets it to Mogul. Mogul double team to Hatch. Mosman to Hill. 1:06 remaining. Hill down the 2, puts up the shot, blocked, and then reach over, knocking it away. It'll be inbound for the Gunnison Bulldogs.
Now Caleb Murphy coming from the weak side to knock it away, or wipe it away, and it trickled out of bounds. Gunnison basketball. Parowan wants to timeout.
Yep, timeout by the Parowan Rams with 1 minute remaining. Gunnison leading by 1. Parowan timeout, and we'll be back in 1 minute.
The Fairview Telephone Company was founded in 1903 to bring telephone service to small communities in central Utah when no one else would. That small phone company is now Centricom, and our vision hasn't changed. We want rural central Utah to have the very best options for high-speed internet, cable TV, and home phone. Why? Because we live here too. Centricom, your local telecommunications company.
Honesty, integrity, friendliness. These values have kept Gunnison Valley Bank in business since 1909. At Gunnison Valley Bank, you won't be treated like a number by some giant corporation. Instead, like a valued friend by people who live in the same community. Gunnison Valley Bank is locally owned and dedicated to serving all your financial needs. All deposits, FDIC insured.
This is Central Utah's sports leader,
KNBC. 39-38 with 1 minute remaining. Gunnison a 1-point lead. And they have the ball. Parowan taking the timeout at the minute mark. Bulldogs on the floor. Mosman, as usual, figures in. Couple players playing with 4 fouls. And Mosman looks at it to Mogul. Gets it into Mogul. Mogul goes perimeter. Chased by Barton. Fouled by Barton. Tripped up by Barton. And Kaz, you can take a little rest. You know, why not? A couple of seconds down there. Catch your breath. Go to the free throw line.
And it'll be a 1-on-1 situation now for Kaz.
A little ways away from the double bonus yet. So those front ends are...
Yeah, free throws are going to be
crucial.
I think maybe the free throws and turnovers will be the deciding factor here in the final minute.
Kaz free throw, no good. Rebound Parowan. And a whistle there, and the other end, free throws coming up.
Oh, it goes on a front. Jacob Hatch, his fourth.
So that other end free throw shooting will be Justice Walker for Parowan. So 2 seconds elapsed, and go to the other free throw line here for a 1-and-1. The next foul on Gunnison would be double bonus.
Justice Walker, 1 of 2. 1 of 2 from the free throw line this evening.
A junior for the Parowan Rams, and got the first one. Parowan, they got 3, 4, 5 out of 7 in this quarter from the free throw line. Second free throw for Walker, and that one bounces out. The rebound Powell. So we're tied at 39. So much for that little differential we had for a bit. Tie game with 48 seconds remaining.
Oh, we're having too much fun.
Yep. To Hill. I think we got 2 timeouts left for the Gunnison Bulldogs. Hill, dump out in the corner to Powell. Powell, gonna put it on the turf. Now he goes to Hatch. Hatch, Jacob comes down the alley. He's fouled outside by Justice Walker before he could get to Murphy. Hatch had a notion to get it to Walker.
Parowan probably knows the percentage. Jacob Hatch is 0 for 3 tonight from the free throw line.
35 seconds remaining in the ball game. Tied at 39. We've had 4 ties in this quarter, means that we've had 8 up in the ball game. Thanks, God.
Hey, whatever it takes, huh? That's good, clean living, Jacob Hatch.
Well, they take the 1-point lead.
Just the way you draw it up.
Second one for Jacob Hatch. How do you adjust? You go in and try to do it the same way. Bounces high off the inside of the back iron. Murphy the rebound. So Gunnison by 1. Parowan the ball. And timeout by Parowan with 29.9 seconds remaining. You know, these kids are enjoying it.
Yeah.
They are. They're having some fun right now. 40-39, timeout on the floor. Be back with you in 1 minute.
Stay in the game with the Emory Telecom Triple Play. Catch all the action with Emory Digital TV. Tons of sports channels, plus TiVo DVR to watch games on your schedule. Track your teams and check out video highlights with extreme internet speeds up to 40 megs. Plus, talk sports all you want with Emory Telecom phone with unlimited local calling. Get the winning combination. Call or click emerytelecom.com today for the Triple Play bundle.
Gunnison, can you feel it? Spring is in the air. Is your lawn and garden equipment ready? At GIC in Gunnison, the service shop can help get your equipment ready. Right now, they have an early bird service special on all lawn and garden power equipment, with service on walk-behind mowers starting at $39.95 and riding mowers at $89.95. Come in and let the technicians at GIC go over your yard equipment. They'll have it in top running condition when spring fever sets in. Beat the rush. Take your lawn and garden equipment to GIC in Gunnison. Call 528-7274.
You're listening to exciting high school sports action on
KSBC. Post-game show coming up, presented by Sunrise Engineering, making the things you do every day better every day. Gunnison 40, Parowan 39. 30 seconds remaining. Inbounds for the Parowan Rams. Midcourt, far side. And they'll get it into the hands of their playmaking guard, Jake Smith. Smith. Murphy rolls off the high post. Smith still on the yo-yo dribble. Into the paint. Tries to step through. No good. Rebound Murphy. And we've got a foul. Called on 41 of the Bulldogs.
Joey Carlisle's third.
Carlisle picks that one up.
An offensive rebound by big Caleb Murphy.
A shot that was short. He slid into that short corner. He kind of made a read on his fellow teammates' missed shot. And Murphy's free throw good. With 14 seconds remaining. It has been this kind of a ball game. Gunison's got a timeout left. They'll probably use it if they need to. Short on that one. Mason Powell has the rebound. So we're tied at 40. Mosman comes up, and then a timeout taken by the Gunnison Bulldogs. So 9 seconds remaining and a Gunnison time. We're tied at 40. That'd be due justice if this went overtime, wouldn't it? Maybe kind of a game we've had here. We'll keep it right here for you. All has is full. So, and I don't know if Gunnison's got any more timeouts left or not. I know Parowan has one. It becomes a guessing game for Parowan what to do defensively, because you don't know what, you have no idea what Gunnison will do offensively in this set.
Well, I think if you take an outside shot, it needs to be off penetration. You got to go through the rim, because when you attack the rim, that brings the defense to the ball. It opens up a bigger opportunity for a weak side rebound, putback, or foul. The other thing it does is if you go to the rim, it constricts the defense, and then you can kick for an open three. That's, you know, how you get to that. There's got to be a set play, but you want to take it to the rim.
9.8 seconds on the clock. 40-40 tie here in the fourth period.
And I really like the way that Movement has gone at the rim. Maybe you open it up for him, because he's also a pretty clutch free throw shooter. Those that 1-and-1 that he hit against Manti up in Gunnison a couple of weeks ago, those were as pressure packed free throws as you'll ever see in high school. So, but he's taking the ball out, so we'll see.
Okay. Pass and give.
Pass and give it.
He usually does bring the ball inbound. So he'll toss, and they will go with the veteran lineup. They do not have Hill in right now. They get it to Mason Powell. Mason Powell goes to the dribble, comes into the paint, hangs in the air for the off-balance shot. No good with 3 seconds remaining. And Smith will toss from midcourt. We're going into overtime. Tied at 40.
Wow.
And we'll be back here with our overtime in 1 minute.
Basketball season is officially upon us. And once again, the Gunnison Valley Bulldogs are heating up the court. And this year, Gunnison Valley Hospital is pleased to bring the game straight to your radio. Gunnison Valley Hospital has been serving the local community for more than 75 years. Whether you need a routine checkup or are seeking a specialist, Gunnison Valley Hospital can get you the care you deserve right here in Gunnison. Cutting-edge technology, hometown convenience. That's the Gunnison Valley Hospital.
How many internet-connected devices are in your home? Computers, smartphones, tablets, iPods, even your game consoles like Xbox and more share the internet and make it seem slow. Centricom high-speed internet with speeds up to 50 megs will help your devices work faster. Call Centricom now to get the speed you need for all your devices at 1-800-427-8449 or visit Centricom.com for more information.
Your connection for high school sports.
KSBC. Tied at 40. We go into overtime. 4 minutes of overtime between Parowan and Gunnison, trying to move into match tomorrow for the Consolation Championship against Emory.
Gunnison, as we go into this fourth period, or overtime, Gunnison 4 of 13 from the free throw line.
Oh, well, that's the difference in the ball game right now. They wouldn't have to worry about overtime if they did just hit a couple more of those.
Of course, Parowan's 13 of 22 as well, so the free throw shooting for both teams, giving the coaches gray hair.
But they got a lot more points from that free throw line. Tip and taken down. Parowan will be at the basket to our right. Smith try to attack. One timeout left for Gunnison, 2 for Parowan. And Smith gets it outside now to Barton, with Mosman defending there. Back away, reset. Didn't get what they wanted on that first look, so they'll reset their offense here. Barton used up the dribble, come out now to Smith. Notice they haven't used Topham that much on perimeter ball handling in his second half. Barton in the paint gets up in the air and got in trouble.
Really nice. That's a really nice defensive sequence there by the Bulldogs.
So this is Mogul to work it up to Mosman. Mosman spins loose, comes into the paint. Carlisle shows the ball, jump stop, puts up the shot, comes off the back iron, and the rebound to Murphy. So it'll be Parowan's turn to work it up. Smith across the way, into the paint, spin, fadeaway shot.
Oh, got it. Whoa. Hey, that's a great shot. Mason Powell was right there, and then I went to right to score down, and there's something happened, and Gunnison has a violation of trying to inbound. It goes right back to Parowan.
So it'll be Parowan with 2-point lead and 3 minutes remaining, and inbounds for the Parowan Rams. I'm getting anxious when you're trying to get it in and step across the line. In the paint, Murphy. He'll turn around, fadeaway shot in the paint, no good. Reach over, he's gone.
Murphy
over the back on the offensive rebound. So he'll be gone, and he'll be replaced in the lineup by Brennan Rowley, the sophomore post player.
All right, so Caleb Murphy fouls out with 10 points. And because it's a rebound foul, it puts Gunnison at the free throw line.
They're saying that Hatch has got blood. No, I don't think so.
All right, so Joey Carlisle at the line. Be a 1-and-1 for Joey.
That was just a delay tactic by Parowan coaches, by the way. Carlisle at the free throw line, got it. They were saying that Hatch had blood, just kind of trying to delay things here.
Joey's 5th point.
2:55 remaining in the overtime, and he got that one too.
Splash both of them.
Oh, we've got an overtime tie. Means that we got our 10th tie in this ball game. Angle. With it is Walker. Walker on the baseline drive. Cut away there. Fade away. No good. The rebound tipped loose, but it is picked up by Mogul.
Wow, very good defense by the Bulldogs again.
Yeah, again. And Parowan's kind of gotten into a fog, haven't they? They get down low, and then they not really done some execution. They're so concerned about trying to get down in that packed-in area. Mogul gets it off to Mosman. Now to Powell. And reach in on Barton.
That's not a good foul by Barton.
Yeah, easy call to make.
And that's what Coach Stubbs saying. Why? So let's see. That would be Barton's 5th foul too. So
he's gone with 2:19 remaining. They lost 2 of their starters here.
And more importantly, that puts Mason at the free throw line with 2 shots. It's not a 1-and-1 anymore.
Yeah, double bonus the rest of the way. Well, this is Tristan Adams' turn now for Parowan. Senior back in for the Parowan Rams. Has lost 2 players to fouls in this overtime. 2:19 remaining. We're tied at 42. And Mason Powell at the charity stripe for the Gunnison Bulldogs. Misses the first. Second one coming up. Free throw shooting, nothing to brag about tonight.
Not too shiny. Bless their hearts.
Second one, that one is good. 43-42. Gunnison with the 1-point lead. Smith, you'll probably have to take a little more control of this. Comes down low. It's outside to Adams. Adams off the screen out high. Now to Smith.
See Gunnison switch that ball screen. Yeah. Gunnison's really playing good D right now.
If you're Gunnison, you want this ball more in the hands of Adams. There's a walk. Turnover on the Parowan Rams.
Really good defense these last 3 possessions by the Bulldogs.
So now the Bulldogs will go to kind of an offensive defensive set.
Parowan
Hill will come in. Carlisle will come out. Timeout by Parowan with 1:56 remaining. 1-point lead for Gunnison. And a 1-minute break. We'll be back.
The Fairview Telephone Company was founded in 1903 to bring telephone service to small communities in central Utah when no one else would. That small phone company is now Centricom, and our vision hasn't changed. We want rural central Utah to have the very best options for high-speed internet, cable TV, and home phone. Why? Because we live here too. Centricom, your local telecommunications company.
Emory Telecom gives you a universe of TV shows, and now TiVo brings you even more. Movies, music, and videos from the web. Get it all in one place and take it anywhere life takes you. Any show, any screen, anywhere. Introducing the TiVo Experience from Emory Telecom. Give us a call, visit emorytelecom.com, or stop by one of our locations to learn more about the TiVo DVR.
Housing lender.
Live play-by-play coverage of local high school sports.
KSBC. Now, sponsors getting their money's worth simply because we've gotten an overtime for them to get a little more exposure tonight. So.
Had some free basketball, huh?
They did. Gunnison Market, Centricom Channel 10, Gunnison Implement, Barney Trucking, Cache Valley Bank, Freedom Ford, Hermanson Mill, Gunnison Bank, Donaldson Insurance, Gunnison Telephone, Lazy D Pond, Gunnison Hospital, Rasmussen's Ace. Hill, step through to Mosman, back out to Drew Hill. Midcourt, and it's taken away by Adams. Adams works up, goes up to the layup, and hits it. So the lead now to Parowan by a point. As they get 2 and go on top, 44-43. Gunnison work it up and get it into the hands of Mogul. Mogul outside to Mosman. 1:21 remaining. Hill spins loose, comes to the free throw line. And you know what? I think they're going to bait him to let him go down the middle. Parowan is, and then they're going to try to come in and close it down. So it'll be inbounds for the Bulldogs. Mosman to trigger. Get it now to Mason Powell. Powell down to Mosman. Baseline jumper. Keys.
Ice water.
And back on top for the Gunnison Bulldogs as the lead changes hand again.
Mosman into double figures now.
45-44.
Face up, 13-footer on the baseline. Wow.
Smith outside, peels off, down to the baseline. Walker, get it out top him. Right-hand side, Adams. Adams, a three-pointer, the bench guy. The guy off the bench hitting a three-pointer for Parowan.
That had a bunch of side spin, too.
Yes, it did.
But it went in.
So it's a 2-point lead now. At the high post, Powell, kick of the ball by Parowan. So back in for the Bulldogs with 36 seconds remaining. Parowan leads by 2, 47-45. Mosman. Whistle. Wait, we've got timeout on the court. A timeout taken by the Gunnison Bulldogs with 36 seconds remaining. Their final timeout. And we'll be back in, how much time here? We got...
And we pride ourselves in giving the very best customer service.
Centricom has been there for me as I've needed their services.
We can just call and they're very friendly and helpful.
And when we have issues and concerns, they address them as friends.
It's really nice to be able to work with a local company that cares so much.
Just top-notch people, good community members.
Excellent customer service. Just been really happy.
Centricom, 110 years of service.
Hermanson's Mill in Gunnison offers a full line of hay sprays for the spring, including Metri, Belpar, Alpha Max, and Roundup. Hermanson's Mill is also the place to go for all the spring seeds. They carry barley, oats, wheat, triticale, and the popular three-way mix. Hermanson's Mill just turned 100 years old, and to celebrate, Hermanson's Mill is offering 2 Reg Hermanson Agricultural Scholarships. 1 scholarship will be offered at Gunnison High School and 1 at Manta High School. For more information, talk to the school counselors. Hermanson's Mill, 204 South, 100 East in Gunnison.
You're listening to Utah's sports leader,
KSBC. 36 seconds remains. It's 47-45. Parowan a 2-point lead. Gunnison the ball. No timeouts left for Gunnison. 1 left for Parowan. And Mosman to trigger in off the strafe off to Hatch outside. Hatch off the screen by Carlisle. Carlisle outside. Holds. Now goes to Mogul. Mogul defended by Topham. Mosman to Hatch. High post, Mason Powell. Right hand side. Off the back. Got it for 2.
Probably got fouled too, but Mason Powell ties it up.
Well, we're tied for the 11th time with 13 seconds remaining at 47-47. Parowan's got a timeout left. Are they not going to use it? Apparently not. Going to let Smith go to work. Outside, try to come inside. Taken away by the Gunnison Bulldogs. Powell has it. And that's it. We're still tied at 47. We'll go into the second overtime. Almost could have had a whistle and a chance for the Gunnison Bulldogs to go to the free throw line. And Mogul thinking, how come I didn't get the trip? But that's going to mean a second overtime. This is what Ryan Cuff or Rob didn't want to see here with double overtime setting his way by. They're going to be at 10 o'clock with that late game tonight. So 47-47, we got another 4 minutes coming up with basketball. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Visit the copy station at 558 South Main in Gunnison for a variety of services, including color copies, scrapbooking supplies, slides and photo prints, wire binding, 27-inch lamination, blueprint copies, vinyl lettering, booklet making, and they have Kodak picture makers, as well as Pebbles albums and page kits. Visit the copy station in Gunnison, open 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday, and 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Saturdays. And for sound advice on insurance, call Donaldson Insurance in Gunnison, an independent insurance agency, toll-free 800-978-2121.
47-47 as we go into the second overtime, another set of 4 minutes. And timeouts, none left for Gunnison.
I think when they
get one, and so that'd be 1 timeout left for them, and I think Parowan maybe has 2 if they had 1 to carry over. So the 1 in the overtime for Gunnison in this set of 4 minutes. The jump center will be Brennan Rowley for the Parowan Rams against Mason Powell. Murphy is fouled out for Parowan, and so has Colton Barton. And we're ready to go. Crosby steps in. Tip comes down. Get it quickly to Mogul, and he backs away. Set up the offense. Powell jumped quick on that one, and the younger, inexperienced player didn't jump quick enough. Hatch to Mosman. They run a weave. Now to Powell. Can turn around. Defended by Adams. Puts the shot off the glass.
Mason Powell going to work. Now that Murphy's not in there to defend the rim. Mason Powell.
So 49-47. Gunnison by 2. And Parowan to work offensively. Across the way to Topham.
4 straight points for Powell.
Walker in the baseline. Defense needs to come over and help. He's got it off the glass for 2. And timeout by Parowan with 3:23 remaining. We are tied now at 49 apiece. And we'll be back in 1 minute.
Serving the Gunnison Valley for over 100 years. The Gunnison Telephone Company has seen amazing changes in the telephone business over the past century. From the crane telephone of the past to convenient cordless phones, call waiting, call forwarding, and lightning-fast internet service, the Gunnison Telephone Company continues to serve the telephone and internet needs of the communities in the beautiful Gunnison Valley.
Lazy D Pond now offers water transfer printing for your guns, and they have hundreds of patterns to choose from. Water transfer printing is more durable than paint and decals, and is made to survive in harsh conditions. Bring your guns to Lazy D Pond and pick your pattern, from camo to schools to just about anything. Lazy D Pond can also print ATVs, motorcycles, and side-by-sides. Water transfer printing now at Lazy D Pond, 420 South Main in Centerfield.
Your home for high school sports.
KSBC. Well, we are turning this into a game and a half. The way it's going right now. Second overtime, tied at 49. And 3:23 on the clock. Hill and Mogul, Mosman, Hatch, and Powell for the Gunnison Bulldogs. Offensive set. Inbound to Hill. A little bit of pressure put on by Parowan. They'll probably try to trap on it, and I think Hill knows that. Then he burns on past it and burns by Adams. Hill comes down into the corner. He's pursued there. He's spaced, gets it now to Mosman. And Mosman will create at the top. 3 minutes remaining. We're tied at 49 to Mogul. Mogul to Hill. Oh, and it tipped away. Here's Adams. Well, he's kind of been a hero of sorts. And then ball tipped away, picked up by Adams again. And gets it now to Rowley. Outside, Smith. Set up for Parowan. Smith looking for the weave handoff. Gets it to Adams. Adams off the screen. Now to Smith. And then Smith to tighten it up a little bit here. Looked at it. Comes off the screen out high. They switch off on that one. And now cross it over to Adams. Adams in the paint. Tries to dump down low and taken away. Mosman. Good interior defense again by the Bulldogs. Tied at 49. Mosman pushes in the angle. Nothing there. So he'll go out now to Mogul. Thompson's had that assignment all night long. And Mogul goes to the dribble. Now off to Hill. Defended by Adams. Mosman. Mosman now to Mogul. Mogul in the paint to Hill. And Drew will work now to the middle to Mosman. Mosman trying to get an advantage with 1:56 remaining. Right side drive now to Mogul. Here comes double team out there. They go to Mosman. And Mosman stepped out of bounds on the far side under the pressure, so it'll go to Parowan.
Well, they ran some clock, but they ran themselves into a turnover there. Parowan jumped, kind of ran and jumped that wing pass and forced the turnover.
So it's a Jake Smith walk up to Topham. Adams. Well, still Topham with it now. And it's stolen by Hill. Drew Hill made a good read on that. And then got a lot of action at the other end. There could have been a couple of fouls there and no call. Topham tries to dump it outside. They come backside to the low post and they got it for two. They get it to Justice Walker for Parowan. So they take the lead at 51-49. A lot of no calls down at that one end. To Hill. Hill works right-hand side. Mosman. 1:05 remaining. Gunnison trailing by 2. Get it into the hands of Powell. He created that first overtime. Makes the drive. Body checked out of it. Comes to backside. Mogul blocked by Rowley out of bounds. Will be back in for Gunnison. And Carlisle will come in. Hill to come out in a half-court set. So inbounds for Gunnison with 55 seconds remaining. It'll be Mosman to trigger. Rub off screens. Get it backside to Hatch. Hatch positions up, goes up with it, and they'll get the walking call. He went up, and I think the ball kind of got hit as he was trying to get up. That forced it back down.
Then that probably should have been a jump ball. If that's the reason why.
So Parowan by 2 and 48 seconds remaining. And Gunnison will leave Carlisle in on the defensive set here. So 46 seconds remain. Parowan leads by 2 and they've got the ball. Double bonus. And up with it is Smith, defended by Powell. Smith uses up the dribble, gets it into the hands. Now they get it outside. Adams, and now to Smith. Smith, it's the 30-second mark. Dribbling and working out. They're just trying to. So he'll go to the line. This will be Jake Smith for Parowan. He'll be shooting 2 with 25 seconds remaining.
If he drills both of these, it really makes it difficult. Yep.
And he got the first one for the Parowan Rams. And you got the money worth if you came to this one tonight. Close ball game all the way. He hits both of them. Puts his team up by 4 at 53-49 with 25 seconds remaining. Timeout on the court. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Your Ace Hardware store, Rasmussen's Ace Hardware in Gunnison, is there to help when you have a how-to-do-it question for those do-it-yourself projects around the house or office. Ace Hardware has the tools, parts, and equipment to do the job. And you get all of this with a friendly smile and a thank you for your business, and at a very competitive price. So if you're tired of shopping the big box stores where there's no service and rarely a friendly smile, try Ace and Rasmussen's Ace Hardware in Gunnison. As you know, Ace is the place.
Legendary NBA coach Phil Jackson once said, yes, victory is sweet, but it doesn't necessarily make life any easier the next season or even the next day. We applaud our student athletes for their hard work and determination on the court and in the classroom. Make your kids' education a priority. Find out what you can do. Brought to you by Sunrise Engineering, promoting excellence in sports and promoting excellence in education. Visit us at sunrise-eng.com.
Complete coverage of local high school sports on
KSBC. 53-49 is the score. Parowan up by 4 with 25 seconds remaining. And our coverage here of the Gunnison Bulldogs. Gunnison will have the ball. Coming up, we'll have that Wasatch Academy South Sevier game on this spot on your dial. And also on KMTI. That'll be fed to both stations. Get it into Mogul in backcourt with Gunnison down by 4. See what they can work magically here. Got to try to get a bucket before the 8 to 10 second mark. Mogul backside screen on a drive. Comes in, puts it off. Oh, wow. I'll tell you what, that Brandon Rowley's been a little bit of a defensive presence, hasn't he? The sophomore come in and played well. He's got a couple of nicks down there on the ball. That is a foul on the Bulldogs. So with 10 seconds remaining, the destiny is in the hands of the Parowan Rams.
And that'll be Tyson Mosman's 5th foul. Tyson's going to foul out with 11 points. Did a great job tonight. Great kid.
And Drew Hill checks in.
Great young man. Great kid to have in your school, Larry. Sometimes we only see these kids as when they're out on the court. But
yeah.
I get the privilege of seeing them every day, and Tyson Mosman's among the best.
Adams at the free throw line. Boy, he does that kind of a side spin thing. Misses the first free throw. Probably of no consequence now at this point for Parowan with 10 seconds remaining. Second one, good. A little token pressure from Parowan as Mogul works up. Needs somebody to set a screen. Right side to Hatch. Hatch going to drive. Comes down, gets the layup. And with no timeouts left, nothing to do about it. So the final score will be 54-51 for the Parowan Rams to win it over the Gunnison Bulldogs. And move into tomorrow. That means the Bulldogs are done in the state tournament. Parowan will play tomorrow for a consolation championship. Our post-game show coming up here in 2 minutes, presented by Sunrise Engineering.